Alright, another video, so here we go. If you remember last time I said I was going to make a Deadblow hammer, and I'm a man of my word. So we start this one just like any other project by milling up our lumber. For this one I'm using walnut, purple heart, and oak. After getting it cut to size, I need to know how thick I want it. Since I'm not Thor and cannot lift a 50-pound hammer, I need to get these pieces within manageable range. I was really exerting the full capacity of my table saw, so I had to finish the cut over on the bandsaw over here. Then back over to the joiner to get that little bit cut off and make it flat again. I could have went to the planer, but this is faster. After that we go back over to the miter saw and get everything cut up to the final hammer size. It's starting to take shape, slowly but surely. Now I'm cutting the angles for this oak piece, which is going to be the center of my hammer. It's about 5 degrees per side, so I'll bring the center of the handle up through and then make a wedge on the top. Since the oak is going to be the middle piece of wood, I take the center out of all the oak so I can fill that up with my Deadblow, aka the BBs. After I use the bandsaw to hog out the centers, I just glue the little piece back together, easy peasy. Now for everyone's favorite part, the CNC montage. This is a 2-stage carve. So for the first part, I go around and hog out all the material with the bigger bit, and then after that's done, I come in with the angle bit and then finish everything up with a nice fine detail. After I get all the material cut out, I'm going to fill it all up with the epoxy of the colors that resemble my logo. I couldn't get it perfectly perfect, but it's close enough for me. I use these little syringes to help make it really easy to get the epoxy where it needs to go. It was really hard trying not to have the colors mixed together, but I think I got it decently well. back to the CNC machine to surface off these blocks. Normally I would just put them back through the planer, but I think at this point they were too short and I didn't want to risk them blowing out or doing something crazy, you know, just play safe. Just gonna sand off any of the burrs that the CNC machine might have left. I'm using 220 grit here to make it really smooth. After everything's sanded now, it's time for the final glue up. I'm going to get these things sanded and glued together, and you see I was kind of a dingus and didn't count for the matching of these oak pieces, so I put glue on the wrong side of this one and had to flip it over, but you know, we live and we learn. After I get the first half glued up, I'm going to fill them up with BBs to create a dead blow effect, so when the hammer hits against something, the BBs absorb all the vibration. So it doesn't go back into your hand or doesn't bounce real crazy, you know, pretty easy. Once that glue is dry, I take the long sides over to the joiner and get them all flat. Then I move back over to the miter saw and get the shorter ends flat again. Man, this project is coming together perfectly. A little bit of round over on all the corners, and so nothing's real sharp. Can't be cutting nothing, especially myself. Cutting the dado out for the handle was by far the most pain in the ass for this entire project. I probably could have used the router table and got the same effect, but for some godforsaken reason, my little peanut brain told me to choose this way, and I listened. So, you have to watch me do it. Man, I'm glad I did all this shaping in my spray booth with the dust extractor going. If this was summertime or springtime, I would have been outside, but I'm pretty sure it was like -5 that day, and I'm not going to bundle up. I think at some point I might actually go back and shape this handle a little bit better, but it works for now, so I'll deal with it. What do you guys think? After I get the general shape, I come back with the 220 grit sandpaper, make it real smooth so I don't get any splinters or any burrs in my finger or anything like that. Ouch. Now I've got to cut the splints for my wedges to go into the top of the hammer. So we go over to the bandsaw. I could have did this with the Japanese handsaw, but I just want to use my bandsaw for this. It took way less time. Bandsaw, way to go. Well, this glue was kind of a pain in the ass for me, I'm not going to lie. I put too much glue on the dado cut, so I had to wipe all that off. Made a huge mess, you know. After I got that situated, I got my wedges stuck in there, and I think it's starting to look real nice. Real smooth. Back over to the bandsaw to cut off the excess. Then we're going to come back to the sander and sand off the top so it's all nice and smooth. Then you know what we do with the spray enamel. Bring it to the spray booth and spray it up. I put this shit on everything. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy my content. The hammer is pretty ridiculous for anything that I'm going to be needing it for, but it's still awesome to have sitting around in my shop, so please share this video.